All right, all right, all right. Happy Saturday to everyone. I am so excited to be sharing with you all. I'm Dr. Jessica Houston, founder of the Elite Speakers Institute. First things first, I am going to be teaching you how to level up in 2023, but I also want to let you all know that I've got a free speaker boot camp coming up on Saturday, February 4th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I want you to be there. You do not want to miss it. So if you've been saying, you know what, I want to speak more, I want to get my message out to more people, then you definitely do not want to miss this. It's free. Now, if you want the replay, if you want the VIP ticket, you want the bonuses, then it's $22, which is, it's not much. So before we delve into this topic, I want to start with a question, and that question is, are you committed to leveling up in 2023? Oh, come on, answer that for me. Are you committed to leveling up in 2023? If you are, then one, I want you to connect with me and be a part of my 90-day level up challenge, which is going to be beginning soon. I'm talking about you just I can't even find the words to describe the growth that you're going to experience, the impact that you're going to begin to make, like the mindset changes and the transformation that you're going to experience as a result of partnering with me for 90 days. So if you're interested in that, be sure to send me a DM, send me an email at drhouston@expectantvictory.com, and I will send you the details. So when it comes to leveling up, so many people, they're thinking, oh, I want to make more money. And they're not really understanding that it requires a commitment. So a lot of people, they want success, they want more, but they're not willing to do the work. They're not willing to show up. And so that's why they're frustrated. They're not doing the inner work, right? And so as I get into sharing with you what it's going to take, I want you to understand that there is a formula to success, and you are a part of that formula. So you can't get to the next level doing the same stuff you've been doing. Like, you've already gotten yourself as far as you can get yourself. And so you're going to need someone to guide you, someone who has already been where you are trying to go. And you got to be willing to do that inner work. And it's hard. You got to be willing to be honest with yourself. You've got to be willing to do a self-assessment. Like, listen, I should be further along than this. Like, what is holding me back? And you got to automatically go to, okay, what is it that I need to do? And who is it that I need to become? And so this is the thing. If you're not focusing on personal growth and personal development and becoming a better version of yourself, if you're not focused on self-mastery, then investing in a mastermind, a conference, like all of that stuff, if you're not working on you first, that stuff is not going to work. And even if that person shows you exactly what you need to do, you got to be in a mindset to receive it. You got to be in a mindset of believing that, okay, I can take this strategy, I can implement it, and I can win with it. But if in your mind, you're thinking this is too hard, or I'm not qualified, or who wants to hear from me, you got all of that clutter and chatter in your mind, you always focusing on your problems, you always complaining, you're always the victim, then you've already shut down your opportunity to level up. And so you start with that inner work, because that's the only way you're going to get where you're trying to get. And so if you are feeling like, okay, I'm in a season where I'm ready to take my mission to another level, I'm ready to take my message to another level, I'm ready to take my finances to another level, I'm ready to connect with like-minded people, with movers and shakers, then you're in the right place. Because I want to be that person to support you, to help you to get from where you are to where you desire to be. And so you're going to start with that inner work, right? That's why I don't ever offer programs anymore that only teach strategy, because I understand that you also have to develop here first. And so the next thing that you're going to need to do, so one is you got to be willing to do that inner work. You got to be willing to invest in your personal development, becoming a better you. You got to be willing to shift your mindset, and that takes coaching. It takes coaching. So number two is you've got to be able to identify your gifts, your talents, and your skills. And then you've got to be willing to cultivate them. So, what is it going to take for you to write that book? What is it going to take for you to become a best-selling author? What is it going to take for you to fill your coaching programs? What is it going to take for you to speak on more stages, right? You've got to be willing to cultivate those gifts that are within you so that you can share them with more people. Because this is the thing, like, your confidence sells. If you're shaky, if you're iffy, if you're not sure, then your buyers aren't going to be sure. Your potential buyers aren't going to be sure. And so you've got to figure out, like, what is it that I do well? What is it that comes easy to me? What is it that I can teach other people? And like, you've got to be willing to do those things that are uncomfortable. So a lot of times God will call you to do things that are hard. God does hard. Like, he calls you to do hard things because he understands that he has equipped you and placed inside of you everything you need to be able to do those things. But if you're questioning yourself, like, you can believe in God all day, but you also got to believe in you. And so you can't be second guessing yourself, right? You can't be putting everyone else on a pedestal and putting yourself down here. You can't be intimidated by others who are stepping out there and standing in their brilliance, owning their brilliance. Why? Because you got it too. You got it too. And so you cannot come into agreement with your doubt. And somebody needs to type that. Do not come into agreement with your doubt. So, what have you told yourself that you cannot do? What have you told yourself that you cannot do? You've got to be willing to expose the lie. Oh my goodness. You got to get out of survival mode and start living. You got to start living in more than enough, like living in overflow, having that winning mindset and not thinking, oh, there's not enough for me because so and so is winning. I can't win. That's a lie. I just got to tell it like it is. So some people are only stuck because they are refusing to take the actions that they need to take. And that action could be hiring a coach. It could be being honest with yourself. It could be removing the people in your life who are not encouraging you to grow, removing the people who are always bringing drama, who are always whispering negativity in your ear. Like, you've got to be willing to do those things that are hard so that you can live easy. Oh gosh. And so many Christians they're not living what they're speaking, what they're saying, because they have this negative idea of wealth and abundance. And until you fix your money mindset, it's going to be really, really hard and tough for you to become wealthy. And so you also got to understand that you can't put yourself in a box. Like, the church is not the only place where you can do ministry. And so I've been speaking for 10 years. I've spoken on hundreds and hundreds of stages, and I mean, nationally, internationally. And what I've discovered is that the only thing that was stopping me from getting to where I am right now was my thoughts, my self-belief. And so I had to identify what it was that I did well, not believe what my mind was telling me. Like, no, I'm going to step out and I'm going to do this thing that I know I've been gifted to do. And I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up in spite of how I feel. I'm going to show up in spite of how afraid I am, in spite of how my knees are knocking. Like, I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm not going to let my disappointment stop me. I'm not going to let rejection stop me. Because so many people, they're not where they're supposed to be because they keep starting and stopping. They keep doubting. They keep wondering. They keep analyzing. They keep saying, "Oh, I'm going to do it when." No, your win is now. Like it's almost never going to feel like the right time to launch out into the deep. You just got to make up your mind that you're going to do it. Like that's what it is. You got to make up your mind that you're going to do it. You got to boldly unleash your gifts. You got to transition from desire to action. Stop saying, "Oh, I want to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm thinking about doing." Like, do it. What are you waiting on? What's stopping you? Your gifts are valuable. And someone somewhere, no, people around the world are waiting on you to believe in you so that they can get what they need. Like they are waiting on you to make a move. So unleash your gifts. And then you got to understand that no wood, no fire. So let me backtrack because I know I went fast. I know I went fast. So at first you got to start with your inner work. You got to be willing to do that inner work, right? Do that inner work first. And then you've got to be willing to identify and cultivate the gifts that have been placed on the inside of you. And then number 3, you've got to boldly unleash your gifts, not worrying about what people say, not worrying about what people think. Oh my goodness, I can talk on that all day. I can talk on that all day long. For so long, I wasn't showing up as me because I was like, oh, well, what are my friends going to say? What are my pastor friends going to say? What are my minister friends going to say? What are this? What? Yeah. Just stop. Just stop. Because most of those people who are talking are not action takers. They're just ones that criticize. They talk by criticizing what you are doing, but they're not taking action. They're not leveling up. So at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't really matter what they think, but it matters what you think. It matters what you say. It matters how you show up. And when you start to boldly unleash your gifts, you're going to begin to attract the people into your life who are going to continue to help you grow, to continue to help you level up, continue to want to be in your circle, in your community. But you can't connect with those people if you're still waiting on perfect timing. You can't connect with those people if you're still trying to people please. You can't connect those people if you're still waiting on everyone to like you. Oh God. I had to get over that. I had to get over that. Like everyone is not going to like you. Everyone is not going to agree with you and that's fine because who you are called to, they're going to be aligned with your messaging. They're going to be aligned with how you show up. And so the best way to attract your ideal client is to be able to repel those who don't really want to work with you anyway. It's okay. I know I tick some people off. It's okay. And that's when I started growing emotionally, spiritually, financially. When I said, you know what, I'm not concerned about them. I gotta answer. I gotta answer God for what I'm doing right now. It's not about me trying to please them. It's not about that. And so number 4, I don't went on a whole tangent, y'all. Number 4 is no wood, no fire, right? So how much time and energy are you investing in your business? How much time and energy are you investing in your vision? See, helpers and givers We are notorious, and I say that because I'm that person, but I had to learn to also be a little bit selfish and be good with that. Right? We've given it a negative connotation, but achievers, shakers, and movers, they are selfish enough to understand that they got to be focused, that they've got to be aware of how they are utilizing their time and their energy. And so, in addition to helping and giving, you got to take some time out for yourself to self reflect. You got to take some time out to think strategically, to study, right? You've got to take some time out to invest in you, to pour into you. Oh gosh. You can't keep putting you on the back burner and expect to win, because you can't win without you. Like, you are the biggest part of the equation. And so it bothers me. It bothers me when I keep hearing people saying, "Oh, I want to join your program, but I don't have enough time." Make the time, find the time, create the time. Because that's the only way you're gonna win. If you continue to stay where you are and not launch out into the deep, like, you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna hit your goals. So be willing to partner with someone who can get you from where you are to where you desire to be. And so I love this about the Bible. It says, listen, you either gonna be hot or cold. You can't be lukewarm. So today I'm challenging you. What are you gonna do? You gonna be cold or you gonna be hot? Mm, 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 mm. You gonna be cold or you gonna be hot? You gonna doubt and not do anything, or you gonna say, you know what, I am a little doubtful, but I'm gonna take action anyway. I am a little nervous, but I'm gonna take action anyway. Everything you need is available to you right now. It's just as simple as making a decision. So will you decide to make this your best year? And what is it going to take for you to make this your best year? Well, I can tell you one thing it's going to take. It's going to take self-commitment. It's going to take you committing to taking care of you. It's going to take you committing to getting out of your comfort zone as often as possible. It's going to take you investing in you. And let me throw this in. I need you to join my 90-day level up challenge. I need you to join my 90-day level up challenge. Yes, I'm going to be teaching you business. I'm going to be teaching you how to speak on more stages. I'm going to be teaching you how to land more coaching clients. I'm going to be teaching you how to write your keynote. I'm going to be teaching you how to pitch yourself. I'm going to be sharing with you everything that you need to launch a profitable speaker brand. But more important than that, I'm going to be teaching you how to master you so that you can take action on what it is that you're learning. So if you want to join me in that challenge, DM me. You can DM me on Facebook. You can DM me on Instagram. Just reach out to me. You can DM me on LinkedIn. I just need you to make that commitment to yourself, that you refuse to stay where you are. I always reflect back to a conversation that I was having with my family. And I was like, I know that I'm doing well. Like, I have grown. Just like 3 years ago, I never would have guessed I'd be where I am right now. I never would have guessed. But it took me working on me. I had to work on me. Like, I've invested tens of thousands of dollars in the masterminds, conferences, like all of that stuff. And I kept trying to figure out, why isn't it working for me? It wasn't working for me because I didn't have the foundation. So sometimes we're too ready to dive into the deep stuff. You're trying to jump into a $20,000 program. You need the basics first. You need to believe in yourself first. And once you believe in yourself, oh my God, Once you got that winning mindset, once you don't have that poverty mentality, all you're going to do is win. Like everything you touch is going to win. Let me walk you through it. Now, I want you to come to my boot camp. Like I said, it's free, February 4th, 11 a.m. I want you to come to that. But that's not going to give you everything you need to level up. Like, I'm just going to tell you, attending all of these free master classes, like, you're just going to get a piece of it. But if you're serious, if you're for real, you need a coach. You need somebody who's going to keep it real with you, who's going to look at your stuff and say, no, you got to take that up a notch if you want to attract premium clients. So don't let this be the year that you keep doing the same old, same old. Don't let this be the year that you get to December 31st and you say, dang, I wish I would have. I could have. I should have. No, it's still January. You got the whole year in front of you. So are you going to make that move or not? Or are you going to keep, oh, let me see, it's a non-negotiable. Leveling up, that's what you're here for. That's what you're here for. Your life is meant to be progressive. You're meant to continue to level up every single year. And if 2022 looked like 2021 and 2021 looked like 2020, it's time for you to do something different. And so, again, you got to be willing to do the inner work. You got to be willing to identify and cultivate your gifts. You got to be willing to boldly unleash your gifts into the world. And then number 4, no wood, no fire. Until next time.